What's your Rashee? ये तो बता दो ना. What's your Rashee? इतना.
Hi, I'm Priyanka Chopra and you're watching me on ATN. Well, I have a few favorites. Angelie is one of my favorites because she's a lot like me as a person.
Okay.
And but it's tough for me to pick, you know. Angelie, your namesake, is one of my favorites as a character as well. You know, she's this gawky, you know, girl from a small village in Gujarat, but she's trying so hard to be cool in her own way that she's really endearing and so funny, and very, very sweet. She really touches your heart. I really like her. And then Jankana, who's the Capricorn girl, she's 15.
Yeah.
And playing her was so difficult for me. So she's another favorite.
But she must be really close to your heart just because of, I can only imagine all the challenges you face. What are some of the challenges you face playing her? Because you look like a gawky teenager and we all know you're definitely not. So how did you do that?
You know, I had no help in this film with prosthetics or with special effects. You know, like if you watch Benjamin Button, they made Brad Pitt look 15, but they used so much special effects. And Asha was very clear, he didn't want any outside aid to make the girls look different.
Right.
Plus they're all so similar because they're all within the age groups of like 20 and 25. They're all Gujarati. How do you make everyone look so different? And it was only body language, acting, hair is the only thing, and physically which helped me make them different. I made their walks really different, the kind of people they are. So yeah, those challenges with Jankana, I don't even know. I remember I was shaking when I came on set because my hands were yeah, I was so nervous, and I just remember I walked on the set. I was in this schoolgirl outfit. We had to do a picture, a photo shoot with my two sisters in the movie, and I was wearing a school uniform. And I walked on the set with the girls, and I was sitting and speaking to Asha sir. All three of us were sitting. And I remember one of the company makeup artists who had shot not 2 months or 3 months in the movie with me turned around to my makeup artist and told him, "Arey chalo madam ko bolo jaldi aaye, bahut late ho gaya." And he said, "Wo wahan baithi hain." He didn't recognize me when I walked on, and that made me calm down a little bit. And I was like, okay, I'm in the right direction. So, but she was really scary to do.
Well, I was saying to you earlier that there's one song, What's Your Rashee, the title song, where you play every single character in the one song. And I was just blown away. I don't know how you did this, but it's a phenomenal job by you because the moves are all the same. You're doing the same choreography, and in one scene, in one shot, you see every character. And each one looks like a different person. So when you got this script originally, were you scared? Were you nervous? Like, how did?
Well, initially I was totally excited. When Asha told me, okay, there are 12 girls and you're playing all 12 of them, I was like, what? I am so doing this movie. I was very excited. That excitement died in like 10 days when I started working on it, and I was like, can I even do this? Because I don't want to do the movie and have people come out and say, oh my god, you know, she's not experienced enough to do this. That would break my heart. And so Asha was my biggest strength in this film. I literally have sat on his shoulders through this movie. And he's pretty tall, so.
Okay, so the movie again is about soulmates, finding the true one person. So who would the Desi girl say is her dream guy?
Oh, if I knew, I'd be, you know, telling you a different story.
What are the characteristics of the one for you?
That's a long, long list. Do you have time?
Give me 3. Give me 3.
Oh my god, 3. Okay. He's got to be intelligent. Very important. The biggest turn on for me is a man who can speak well.
Okay.
And so talk about, eloquent, talk about anything, and impress me with his brains, his wits. That's very important. He's got to be attractive, of course. That's important, and he's got to have a sense of humor. It's like, I fall for guys who can make me laugh. I think it's so funny when somebody is witty, intelligent, and humorous. Someone who knows how to live life and enjoys life. I think that's important for me.
So do you have a favorite song in this film?
13 songs. It's tough to pick, right? Jauna, the Aquarian song, in fact, is one of my favorites. Bikri Bikri, the Cancerian song, is another one. The What's Your Rashee title song, which is actually Angelie's song. It's a saxophone version. It's very, very sexy as well. I like it.
Okay. So each character has a song. Do you think that was important to establish each different personality?
Well, we had a choice. We could either do 5 scenes or 4 scenes. of each character or do one scene and one song, which Asha felt would be a great way of breaking the monotony. So some of the girls have songs which are lip sync, some have background songs, some have songs which just appear in, as music. But there is one song for each Rashee, and he said it would only be fair because we can't just have one song for some Rashees and not for the others, because then we'd have people
the audience.
Like, why didn't we have a song? So yeah, we have to keep it fair.
Okay. And are there any that, so there's one that's closest to you at all? In terms
the Cancerian song.
The Cancerian
I just
song.
love, not because I'm Cancerian, but
sure.
Okay, fine. A little bit of a bias, but the song has a beautiful melody to it, and I really like it.
So this movie is a little bit of a light entertainer.
It's
Fun
a
film.
funny movie.
Okay.
It's a funny take on arranged marriages. I mean, especially as a North American, you'd understand, the kind of pressure you have from your family to get married and to go meet boys, and how the community is always trying to, get you to meet someone and set you up. And so you'd understand. And Yogesh Patel is a character who lives in Chicago, and how he comes into India and his family says that, you're getting married in 10 days. And he's like, what? And his matrimonial has been given out, and so many girls have responded, and so it's a very funny take on how this guy meets these girls, and it's awkward, and you don't know what to say, and you're meeting each other to see if you want to get married, and it's so funny. It's just so funny.
Okay, so do you believe yourself in love marriage, arranged marriage? What do you think?
Well, I believe in love marriages. I do believe that I need to be in love with the person I marry, but it would definitely be with the consent of my parents. If my parents didn't think so, I probably wouldn't. So the guy I marry has to know that he has to work really hard on my parents more than me.
And if he's not the right Rashee, if he's not the right...
Oh, that's not important.
Don't match?
I'd run away. Yeah, I'd just say, let's go away. Okay. It doesn't matter. But even in this movie, we're not advocating that, it's not matching your Rashees. Because he's a Scorpion in the movie. But that doesn't mean he marries a Rashee which is compatible according to Rashees.
Okay.
He meets a girl of all Rashees.
Right.
And he has to just fall in love with one of them.
Okay. So, last few questions before you go. And that is, one, would you have a message for all your fans out there to why they should check out What's Your Rashee?
Well, most importantly, because it's a complete family entertainer. It's a really funny movie, and it's a film you can watch with your grandparents, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, with your kids. It doesn't matter, but you will really, it'll be an enjoyable few hours that you spend watching this movie for sure. And everyone can relate to it because everyone has a Rashee. And I'm playing 12 characters, so please watch it. And let me know what you thought of me playing these 12 characters.
And you're up for a Guinness Book World Record for the fact that nobody has ever done this before.
Yeah,
12
no
characters.
female actor has ever played 12 characters. I mean, so many multiple parts in a movie.
And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you get another Filmfare for this one.
Oh God, I hope so. I hope so. Thank you, Angelie.
No problem. So, the last thing I wanted to say to you was you're a Cancer. You love the Cancer song. And I have some Cancer traits, so I want to know which ones you think you are.
Okay.
Some typical, traditional Cancer traits, Cancerian traits. Are you emotional?
Hugely. Like
loving.
Bucketfuls of emotions. Yeah.
Loving.
Very, yeah.
Intuitive.
Mostly. My entire career is based on my instincts.
Okay. Shrewd and cautious.
Cautious, yes. Shrewd, maybe, if it comes to protecting myself and my family.
Protective, well, you mentioned
very
protective.
Much. I'm very protective.
Sympathetic.
Hugely, yeah. God, I'm such a Cancerian.
Typical girl here.
Moody is a big one.
I was just going to say, on the dark side.
Moody.
Changeable, moody.
Very, God.
Is that a problem on the sets?
No, my mood swings are, for one moment I'll be really happy and then somebody will say something. They're very sensitive. So if somebody says something, my mood just gets spoiled. And then as an actor, I can't really, give in to my mood swings. Because otherwise I'd just be in a psychiatric ward by now. But I am hugely moody.
Okay, overly emotional.
Very, God. It sucks. That's the one thing I would want to change about myself.
Okay. And touchy, clinging, unable to let go.
Absolutely.
So, the typical Cancer girl right here.
I'm a complete Cancerian, God.
Well, it's a good thing you're playing all different characters. You can showcase all sides of your personality.
Totally.
But thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And you all make sure to check out What's Your Rashee. It's hitting theaters September 25th. And I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, cross your fingers, Priyanka gets another Filmfare Award for this one. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm your host, Angelie Sood. You're watching ATN.